Good morning, dear learners. Welcome to teaching learning session. And today's lecture will discuss about the pricing strategy in rural marketing. Right, as we all know that the pricing is a major element of marketing mix. We know about the marketing mix, that is product, price, place, promotion, that is the marketing mix. We discussed about the product in our last lecture, right? And in today's lecture we'll discuss about the price uh, element of the marketing mix, especially specifically with reference to the rural market. Right, it is an important strategic issue because it is related to the product positioning. Right, how will you position your product? It is very important. Right, pricing is a determinant of the market demand for the product. How we can price any of the product, or there are many other things while we are pricing about a product we should keep in our mind, right? And the pricing is the determinant of the marketing demand, right? Price actually the price plays a very important role in the demand of the product. But before any pricing decision, right, it is important that the factor influencing the price should be understood, right? And the factors which impacts the pricing of the products could be the internal factor and the external factor. We can categorize the factors which impacts the pricing of the product into internal as well as the external factor, and pricing is one of the important marketing mix element, and price determines the demand of the product in the market, right? So influencing factors like internal and external factor. Internal factors are those factors which is internal to the organization, right? Like it includes the cost and the company's pricing objective. Internal factor means that is related to inside the company, or that is related to the organization, right? It includes the cost of to the company, or the objective of the company, or the vision of the company, and many other things, right? Like cost factor, right? The cost which occurs to the company, right? Promotions at the cost factor. As a cost factor, how much company is spending on the promotion, that should be included as a cost, right? And the credit based transaction increases the cost. If there is a credit based transaction, if we are ready to do credit based transaction or not, or if the credit based transaction increases the cost. So cost could be the one of the factor, promotion could be the another factor, credit facility could be the another internal factor, right? Which determines the cost of the product. Like cost in occur, the basic cost, which that includes the raw material and the other variable material, as well as the fixed cost, which could be included in the cost factor. Then the promotion cost, the cost in occurred in promoting the uh, product, that should be included, and while you that should be considered while deciding about the price of the product. And the credit based facility, as we know that if some companies provide the credit facility while others don't, while some give zero credit at 0% interest, while other charges a nominal interest or more interest. So credit based facilities. The other factors which impact the pricing strategy, that is customers, target customers, like target customer whom you are targeting, whether you are targeting the masses or classes, right? If company is targeting the masses, specifically in the rural area, that type of customer, you should keep in mind about their income level, and then the demographics of the customer whom you want to target, right? uh, Many things matters, like whom you want to target, whether it's a demographic like the age group, the income group, then on the basis of the sexes, right? Whether you are targeting the males or the females, right? Their purchasing power, their interest, right? All these things should be considered. Then the suppliers, right? External factor, whether it is possible to supply that product to the target customer or not, what cost will occur in these supplies, right? How oftenly you could supply your product, but how could you create the demands, right? All these suppliers. Then the competitor is an external factor which one should consider while deciding about the price of the product, like competitor, how competitive that market is, or you are the only one who is providing that type of a product to the market. So it depends on the competition also, right? The type of the competitor and the legal environment. There are certain things which you cannot. Legal environment means there are certain rules or policies or laws that one cannot one cannot price that product above the above certain price level as per law, right? Specifically there are some few goods, right, like veggies and other things which cannot be priced uh, at higher side, right? So legal environment plays an important role. So there are various external and internal factors which one should consider while deciding the price of a product, right? What are the objectives of pricing? Pricing objective is the profit maximization in the long run. Obviously business means profit. While an organization is providing a product or services to someone, the main objective is the profit maximization, but it could be in the long run. Minimum returns on sales turnover, right? So there should be a returns on the sales turnover. Deeper penetration of the market. Another pricing objective could be the deeper penetration of the market, right? So you want to grab the more market, deeper penetration of the market, keeping up with the competition. The other objective is, yeah, one wants to keep up with the competition. Then according to competition, one could price the product. Increasing sales volumes and the market share. At times the objective could be increase the sales volumes and the market share so that you can achieve the targets, right? There are various pricing strategies. On what basis one can price the product? There are various product pricing strategies, like optional product pricing, captive product pricing, product bundle pricing, penetration pricing, economy pricing, value pricing, and the coinage pricing, or this psychological pricing. Discount and allowances includes the cash discounts, bargaining benefits, free gift scheme for retailer, and discriminatory pricing, customer segment pricing, product form pricing, and location pricing. Let's take one by one, right? Optional product pricing. Optional product pricing is what? Optional product pricing is the pricing of optional or accessories product along with the main product, right? Like companies selling a tractor for a low sticker price, but charging high price for serving and spare parts. That is the optional product pricing. Means that the cost of the product is less, but the other accessories, the cost of the other accessories could be high, right? That is the optional product pricing. That the product pricing is pricing of optional or accessory product along with the main product, right? The captive, then the captive product pricing. Captive product pricing is setting a price for a product that must be used along with the main product, right? Such as blade for a razor and a film for a camera. That is the captive product pricing, right? That is captive product pricing is setting a price for a product that must be used along with the main product. Without that you cannot use the main product, right? That must be used along with the main product. That is the captive product pricing, right? The example is a blade with a razor. Without blade one cannot use a razor. Then the product bundle pricing. Product bundle pricing is combining several products and offering the bundle at reduced price, right? Like you have bundled the price, right? That is bundle pricing is combining several product and offering the bundle at reduced price. Companies very commonly use this pricing strategy during the periods of inflation, right? It helps to generate sales and attracts customer in highly competitive market, and it is mostly used in the festival season or during festive season, right? Product price bundle, you might have seen that nowadays that a company offers company like a company offers the blades, razor with a set of blades with the say two three number of blades, and or a razor with a shaving foam, right, or a lotion together. That is the product bundle pricing. That is, it is combining the several product and offering the bundle at the reduced price, right. And it is specifically helps during the inflation, right, and helps to generate and sales and attract the customers, and basically used during the festive season. Then the penetration pricing. A penetration pricing involves setting prices of a product relatively low compared to those of similar product, right. Right, penetration pricing is what, when you set the price of the product at the lower end than those of the similar types of the product, right. This pricing policy is appropriate when demand is elastic, right. That is, Anchor White and Ajanta toothpaste use this pricing to enter the crowded dental cream market, right. When there is much competition in the market, and when you are pricing your product at low, when you keep the price of your product low as compared to the similar product or your competitors product, then that is known as the penetration price, because it is appropriate when demand is elastic, right. Because many similar type of products are available, and every product or any product can solve my purpose, basically then the consumer can move to the another product or the similar type of a product which will cost less, right. So this is the penetration pricing, that one wants to penetrate the market, one wants to enter the market. Then the economy pricing. Economy pricing is no frill or low price. The cost of marketing and manufacturing are kept to minimum. Regional and local manufacture usually follow this economy pricing strategy. They have limited investment to make on building brand and developing channels. That is the economy pricing, right. Economy pricing is what, that is, the cost of the marketing and manufacturing are kept at minimum, right. And the regional, and basically this strategy has been used by the regional or the local manufacturer, right. They follow this economy pricing strategy, right. They have very limited investment to make on the building brands and developing the channel. Example is the Nirma or the Ghadi detergent. That is the economy pricing, that the price is kept low or at the minimum, and basically they are the retailer or the local manufacturer. Value pricing. Then value pricing is what, when economic recessions or increased competition forces a company to provide value product and services to retain sales, right. That is the example is Godrej number one soap place their offering containing the rose, sandalwood, neem or other ingredient at the very economical price, right. So value pricing is what, when because of many factors like recession or competition, right, the companies is forced to provide the value product and services to retain the sales, otherwise people will move to the another product, right. That is known as the value pricing, that you have to you want to retain the market, right. You want to retain these sales, then it is important that you should provide the value product or the same type of the product at very economical price. Then the coinage pricing. Another strategy is coinage pricing. What is coinage pricing? The prices are set for coin value. That is, coinage price is directly proportional to the packaging size. That depends on the size of the package. This package size are small in size and are normally meant for one-time use or consumption, like shampoo sachet or other things, or a day's consumption, right. That is tea bag, or a week consumption, that is the coinage package. That depends on the size of the product, what size you would like to prefer. Suppose that is the coinage pricing, that depends on the size of the packaging. If you want a bathing bar of say 100 grams, it will cost lesser than a bathing bar of say 150, 200 or 250 grams, right. Then suppose the sachet uh, shampoo sachet will cost around 7 or 2 rupees, while bottle of 100 grams will cost around say 200, 250 or more than that rupees, right? So coinage price actually depends, is directly proportionate to the size of packaging or the packaging size, what, how much you want, on the depends on the quantity, right? And then this psychological pricing, another strategy of pricing is the psychological pricing. The price quality relationship refers to the idea that the consumer tends to equate product quality with the price changed, right? Right, whether if company changes the price, right, then the consumer try to equate the price changed with the product quality, right? In the color TV segment, LG at higher price is considered a better buy than the Tesla and Jolly brands, particularly in rural households, right? That is, they compare the quality of product with the price charged. If someone is charging high and their quality is good, people will prefer to give more for better quality. And if quality goes down and if the quality is same and the company start charging more, then it could play an then people will not prefer, especially the rural people will not prefer to go with them. So another psychological pricing is, you might have seen that it plays an important role in psychology, right? Suppose something, you might have seen that rather than pricing a specific product for 100 rupees, usually what company do is say for 99, right? And why they do this? Because they can promote it that you can get the product, this required product, under 100 rupees. And it plays an important role in the psyche of the customer, that that now they can purchase that product, or they can have that product, required product within 100 rupees or below 100 rupees, right? Or 400, specifically at times company charges 499 rupees rather than charging the 500 rupees, the mere difference of rupee one. But again, it plays a very important role, that is that product in psychology of the customer feel like that it is that the cost of this product is below 500 rupees, below 100 rupees, right? So they compare the quality with the quantity, right? Equate the quality with the price changed, or with the price that it was below 100 rupees. That is okay, affordable. If the quality is somewhat here and there, it will do. Rather than charging the 50 rupees, they charges 49 rupees. This is the psychological pricing, because it impacts the psyche. Then the discount, another strategy could be discount and allowance, cash discounts or bargaining facilities, right? It plays an important role, right? If you purchase something, they will give you something in cash, or bargaining benefits, or free gifts plays an important role, right? Free gifts and the scheme for the retailer, right? Then discriminatory pricing, another strategy is discriminatory pricing. Price discriminate exists when the sales of identical goods or services are transacted at different price for the from the same suppliers, or different prices are charged on the basis of different consumer groups, locations, product form, etc, right? So discriminatory prices is when you are offering the same type of the product or the identical goods or the services, right, at the different prices, right? That at the same supplier is offering the same type of a good or services at different prices, or different prices are charged on the basis of, on what basis? You can charge different prices on the basis of the consumer group, on the basis of the location, on the basis of the product, right? Right? Or it could be of, It may takes place with the following norm on the consumer segment price, that if someone, if you are offering the services, RO services to the mm, middle class, could be you will, the pricing will be different than if you are offering the same type of services to the upper middle class or upper class. The consumer segment pricing could be different. Product form pricing or the location pricing, right? Location pricing is what, if you are offering, see, location pricing is, it could be on the basis of the location, the urban area or the rural area. Even in the urban area, to whom, to which location you are, your store is there, or to which location you are offering your services, right? And the product firm pricing, right? And the there is the there could be variations in the product, then you can price accordingly. This is known as the discriminatory pricing, right? So these were the strategies we discussed about, the strategies of the pricing. What could be the strategy, on what basis you can price your product? Right? There are various methods of pricing in rural market. First is the cost-based method. Another is could be the value-based method, demand-based method, and the competition-based method. What is cost-based method? Cost-based method is what? Cost-based method is a pricing method in which the fixed sum or a percentage is added to the total cost of producing and selling a product to arrive at selling price. In short, suppose, what is the cost-based method? That is, suppose a manufacturer has produced a product and it costs him say 110 rupees, and he and to 110 rupees he adds up a fixed sum or a percentage, right? A percentage to that cost, right? And then he sells, say suppose 110 rupees, he added 5 rupees extra, right? He added the fixed sum, or the percentage, right, to the total cost of the production. The total cost of production was say 110 rupees, and he added 5 rupees. Now the price of the product is 115 rupees, and he will sell that product at 115 rupees. The selling price will be the 115 rupees. That is the cost based pricing. It is the pricing method in which a fixed sum or a percentage is added to the total cost of production, right? In my case, the total cost of production was 110 rupees, and a fixed sum of rupees 5 was added, right? And that the and now the selling price of that product will be 115 rupees. Now fixed sum or a percentage is added to the total cost of production and selling a product to arrive at its selling price. The company does recovers the cost incurred and achieve the profits as well, right? This method is simple and based on the internal information from the financial and accounting record to give a figure of fixed cost and the variable cost, right? Fixed cost and the variable cost. How you could find out what could be the price? See, there are certain fixed cost as well as the variable for cost. Fixed cost includes like your raw material, or your say your infrastructure cost, your machinery cost, and other cost. Variable cost, there are other variable cost like mm, variable cost like mm, uh, changes in, if there is some changes in the price of the raw material or demands, right? So it includes the fixed prices, it includes the wages, raw material, promotions, other things. This makes the fixed price plus variable price, and plus in rural marketing case there is certain markup prices, and all this makes up the it will helps us to reach the selling price. In rural marketing, apart from the fixed cost as well as variable cost, there are certain fixed cost like infrastructure cost is the fixed cost, right? Variable cost could be different, that is change in the raw material cost could be the variable cost, right? Or if there is change in the labor cost, that could be the that would come under this. And the fixed cost and the variable cost, the cost of selling and distribution must be added. It will also include the cost of distribution, the cost of selling, promotion. These are often hidden and difficult to calculate, right? They are also very high because of economic mode of transport does not exist in the rural market. So as a result, the cost price met doesn't work in modern market condition. It may lead to the high price in weak scattered market and making the efforts of selling difficult. Why? Because it includes the fixed cost as well as variable cost, and in this, that the distribution cost, promotion cost, and other selling cost should be included. And this selling cost, distribution cost, promotion cost, all these are the hidden costs, and it is difficult to calculate. And because of the lack of economic mode of transportation in the rural market, right, it becomes difficult. It could result in the higher cost, right. Higher cost based pricing, right. And then it may lead to the high prices in the weak scattered market and making it difficult to sell that product in rural areas, right. Cost based method is when you add certain proportion, that is certain fixed amount or a percentage to the cost incurred to the company for selling of that product. That is known as the cost based method. But in rural marketing, it could be difficult because it could lead to the higher cost because of many of the problems associated with the rural market. It could be different type of the promotions, right. Promotion cost could be higher, or because of the scattered market, the transportation cost could be the higher. All this could led to problem. Then another is value based pricing. What is value based pricing? On what basis you can value based pricing is a method in which price is set on the basis of value perceived by consumer in buying and using a product, right. That is value based pricing. Is it is the perception of the customer, how valuable the consumer consider that product is, right. That is the value based pricing. The perceived value of a product is sum of attributes and the psychological value. Consumer derive value from a product or services from their needs, preferences, expectations, and desires. And the job of manager is to find out from the customer and research the market to determine how value is placed on the product or services. Right. So value based pricing is what? Value based pricing is, it is the value perceived by the customer. That is a perceived value of a product, how a consumer consider how valuable that product is, how that is how much they want that product, how they feel about, how the consumer feel about the product. If the consumer feel that they need the product because that product could satisfy their needs and wants, right, then you can price that product accordingly. And if the perceived value of the product is less, right, and if consumer feel like that they don't need the product because it will not satisfy their needs, want, expectations, desires, etc., right, then could be a problem, right. Value based pricing is a psychological pricing strategy, right. Psychologically, what I feel about that product psychologically, do I need that product or do I feel like I don't need that product. Value is in the mind of the consumers. A value in the minds of consumer is achieved by creating a desire by product attributes, advertising, and adding status to the products, right. So value is how the consumer consider that product is, how valuable that product is. And you can create a, being a marketer, you can create a value in the mind of the consumer through advertisements, obviously through advertisements. And one important aspect is through the attributes of that product. That product should have attributes, characteristics which should be able to attract the attention, should fulfill the needs, desires, and wants of the consumer. With this, advertisements plays an important role because it creates the needs and desires and adding a status to the product, right. Value has to be communicated, and this is not so easy in the rural market because of a because of the pre-mindset, prefixed mindset. Much of communication and consumer engagement has to be done directly by the companies in absence of the mass media, right? Except for the high-end brands, rural consumers are more likely to be swayed by the functional benefits than by the features that merely enhances the aesthetics. So value based, it is difficult to communicate the values of a product in the rural market because of the mindset of rural consumer. And moreover, much of communication, personal communication is required rather than the mass media, right? Rather than the mass media communication, because consumer direct consumer engagement is required to tell them about the benefits of the product. And except the high brand product, the rural consumer is more likely to be swayed by the functional benefit of the product rather than the features, or rather than the features that merely enhances the aesthetics, right? They go what they that what matters a lot for the rural consumer is the functionality of that product, right? Rather than the aesthetic of that product. So it is very important to communicate them directly, right? Rather than the mass media, right? Next is the coinage pricing. What is coinage pricing? Prices are set of a coin value. Coinage prices is directly again proportionate to the packet size. As I said, it is directly proportionate to the packet size, right? I explained it earlier, right? Discount and allowances discriminatory pricing. What are the factors impacting the pricing in the rural market? There are many factors which impacts the pricing in the rural market, like low purchasing power. As we discussed earlier in our lectures, that rural consumer have a low purchasing power. There are many reasons for the low purchasing power, and one of the basic reason was their income was the seasonal. Their income is the seasonal type of the income, and because of the seasonal type of the income, their purchasing power is low. Right, so the low purchasing power is a factor impacting the pricing. So it will show while you are pricing your product, you should be it should be keep one should keep in mind about their purchasing power. Then the high selling and distribution cost, and we all know that the selling and distribution cost will be higher or is higher in the rural marketing because of many of the reasons, because of lack of infrastructures, right? And because of lack of retailers or distributors, right? So high selling and distribution cost. Gaining consumer acceptance, right? Pricing, because people are not, because rural people are not ready to or will not be ready to accept the any of the product, like the urban consumer. They have they accept, they take time to accept any of the product. So gaining consumer acceptance will take time. Difficulty of communicating value. It is very difficult to communicate, to convey your message to the rural people, right? To influence them. Mass media could be one of the things, but it plays a very limited role because of a certain type of a mindset of the rural consumer, right? So it becomes very difficult to communicate the value of the product, how this can satisfy the needs and the wants of the consumer, what is the functionality of the product, and what is the importance of other characteristics or attribute or aesthetic value of the product. So it is very difficult to communicate the value to the rural consumer. Local brands are cheaper, because local brands are cheaper because of less distribution cost and other factors, right? It becomes, at times it becomes difficult for the other brands to get access to that market or to settle down in that market. And then rural market is very complicated type of a market. We discussed this complication of rural market in our previous lecture. So while setting up the pricing, one should keep in the mind about the rural market, and there are various challenges in the rural market. We discussed about the various strategies of the rural market, as well as we discussed the various pricing techniques, right? And again, it depends on the organization, what type of a technique, what type of the strategy they want to opt for their product and to enter into the rural market, and on what basis they will price their product, what method will they adopt to price their product. And price plays a very important role because the rural consumers are very price conscious. They are very price conscious because of their low level of the income, because their income is very seasonal type of the income, and they don't want to spend much on the product which is of less value or no value to them, and it is very difficult to communicate to them about the value of the product, right? Now, next is integrated marketing communication. It is very important to communicate the things to market, right? Say, what is marketing? It is very important. Marketing is integrated marketing communication. Marketing is an organizational function or and a set of processes for creating, communicating, and delivering value to the customer, and for managing customer relationship in a ways that benefits the organization. That is marketing. That is, we discussed about the definition of marketing. What is marketing? It's a function of the of or a set process, a function or the set processes for creating, communicating, and delivering values to the customer. It delivers the values to the customer, right? And it creates a relationship in a way that benefits the organization. So marketing is creating value, making a relationship with the customer, and mass customization, customer relationship management is very important. So this is marketing, right? So there are the traditional approaches of marketing communication is media advertising, right? Media advertising, it could be the print media or audio media or the visual media, audio visual media, right? So media advertising plays a very important role. Even now media advertising plays an important role in rural marketing, right? If something specifically in newspaper, if there is something in the newspaper and if you add something in the newspaper, people do consider that it will be good, right? And people usually, even in the rural India today, people listen to the radios and they come to know about the product through that. So media advertising was this. And then again, another type of traditional approaches were the sales promotions, right? We discussed about the sales promotion, that that is giving them the free samples, right? Or offering the product at lesser prices, right? Then packaging plays an important role in marketing communication at times, that when you are offering the product in a good packaging, that could attract the consumers. Direct responses matters. Direct responses very plays a very important role in rural marketing, right? Then interactive direct marketing, direct response. Then the interactive marketing, when you are interacting with the consumer directly, right? That is the interactive marketing. When a salesperson is there, it creates a bond between the consumer and the organization. When there is an interactive marketing, then the public relationship plays an important role. Public relationship is what, when you conduct the seminars, or when you organizes the various types of the events, right? events, and when you participate in the events and people participate in the events, then the point of purchase plays a very important role in rural marketing. We discussed it in our previous lecture that the point of purchase plays a very important role in rural marketing. Why? Because they think if something will happen, if some complaint will be there, they can come to that person, and that at that point of purchase they will rectify their um complaints, right? In contemporary integrated IMC approach, media advertising plays an important role, no doubt, right? Then the public relations, special events, direct marketing, interactive marketing, point of purchase, publicity, packaging, all this plays again a very important role, right? So, what is integrated marketing communication, right? Marketing communication, you understood what is marketing, what is marketing communication. Integrated marketing communication is a strategic business process used to plan, develop, execute, and evaluate coordinated, measurable, persuasive brand communication program with the consumers or customers or the prospects, employees, and other relevant and external audience. What is the goal of IMC is to generate the short-term financial returns and build a long-term brand value. So IMC is the strategy. What is this? What is this strategy? It is used to plan, develop, execute, and evaluate the coordinated, measurable, persuasive brand communication program that whatever method they adopt, every method, whether it's through mass media, whether it's through sales promotions, direct response, public response, special events, direct marketing, a same type of message should be conveyed to the customer, right? There should be no differentiation in the customer. If you are conveying the message through the mass media, if you are conveying the message to the sales promotions, to the direct media, through public uh, events, right? Or through relationships, right? Or at the same type of through direct marketing, the same type of message should be conveyed to the customer, that there should be no differences, right? Right. The contemporary perspectives of integrated mass communication is what, that is recognized as a business process. It is recognized as a business process, and there is the multiple relevant audiences and demand for accountability and measurement of the equipments. This is the perspective of this, right? That IMC and branding plays a very important role, that is integrated marketing communication and branding plays a very important, that is what is brand identity. Brand identity is a combination of factors, right? As we discussed in the previous lecture, what is brand identity? Brand identity is a combination of factors like your name, your logo, your symbol, design, packaging, product, services, performance, and image or association in consumers' mind. That is branding, right? And IMC plays a major role in process of developing and sustaining the brand identity and equity. What is branding? What is brand positioning? What is brand? That is what is the positioning of your company of or of your product in the mind of the consumer, right? That is the image or association in the consumer's mind is the branding, right? It could be the brand identity. The brand identity could be combination of many factors, that is it could be symbol, it could be logo, it could be design, it could be packaging, or it could be the performance, or it could be the image or association in the consumer's mind, right? In rural marketing, that the symbol or the logo or the design plays a very important role. People usually remember the logo or the symbol of the product rather than the name of any of the product, right? right? So brand plays a very important role in rural marketing. Brand plays a very important role because branding is brand identity includes many factors, and it is positioning. It is branding is that is the position which one holds in the mind of the consumer. And IMC, that is marketing communication, and specifically the integrated marketing communication plays a very important role in process of developing and sustaining the brand identity and equity. Because when marketing communication is what you are communicating about your product, about your brand through various channels. Integrated means there are various channels through which you are delivering a message to the consumer. It could be the mass media, direct media, right, internet, or sales promotions, or say public relations, right, events, right. When one integrates all the channels together, and all the channels are conveying the same type of the messages, and the same type of messages has been conveyed to the consumer, right, then it gets fits into the mind of the consumer, and it helps in creating a brand, right. So IMC plays a very important or a major role in branding of the company, right. There are various basic elements of the promotional mix, right. Promotional mix, we all know that there are the elements of the promotional mix. The elements of promotional mix, like advertising, is the advertising, then direct marketing, internet marketing, sales promotion, public relation, and the personal selling. These are the elements of promotional mix. Advertising could be the advertising when you wanted to reach to the masses. The normally we go for the advertising. It could be the print advertisements, or the audio advertisements, or audio visual advertisements, right. Then the direct marketing, at times you directly market your product, that the company's personal or the organizational person, salesperson, goes to door and sell off the product. That is the direct marketing. Interactive or internet marketing, right. There are now you are conveying the message through the internet. Today's world is the digital world, and everyone has, even in the rural area, everyone has mobile phone, and this internet marketing plays a very important role in creating the brand and influencing the consumer, right. Then the sales promotion plays a very important role in rural marketing. If you are offering the product, right, at the lesser cost, and if they are getting some coupons or the cashback or some other type of the rebates on the product, it plays a very important role in rural marketing. Then the public relation also plays a very important role. Suppose if I have purchased in rural, specifically in the rural market, everywhere it plays a very important role, but in public relation plays a very important role in the rural marketing. If they have a right, if they have a good relationship, or if they have if they know about the product, and if they through public relation, if organization has created mm, uh, what should I say? If they have created their brand or a position, or they have created a value in the mind of the rural customer, then they become loyal to the customers, right? Then the personal selling plays an important role in rural area, because through personal sellings, it creates a bond between the seller and the consumer, and the consumer can rely rural consumer relies on that seller, and they have a confidence that if something happens to the product, or if in case if it will not satisfy, or if that product will not work properly, they can catch up that seller any time, and that seller will rectify that problem. That is, personal selling plays a very important role, right? Using the internet as an IMC tool, right? How the see nowadays, even in the rural areas, because today's media is the digital age, and even in rural area, everyone has mobile phone and internet connectivity, or because of development of the telecommunication center, they everywhere they everyone in the rural area have the phones and the internet connection, and the internet plays a very important role in educate or the inform the consumer, right? Inform the consumer how they because of the um, presence of internet and the cheap internet or the free internet facility, right? The companies use the internet, this tool, this internet facility in their favor, and they use to educate or inform the customer about their um, products, or in another way, right, they obtain the customer database information uh, because of through AI, right? Because of development of artificial intelligence, whenever you click on any of the type of the ads of your interest, it will start showing the same type of the ads, and through cookies, the companies get the customer database information. The persuasive advertising media, right? We all know, right? Rather than now, even the companies, rather than spending a large amount on the audio visual or the audio media, what they do is they prefer to spend or they prefer to show their ads on the net, because of the presence of internet everywhere, right? And they use this tool, they use the internet, right, internet media as a tool for the advertising, right? And they communicate through this, they communicate and interacts with the buyers. A sales tool or the actual sales worker, and it provides the customer services and supports too. And the sales tools, right, and an actual sales vehicle, right? We know there are various sites, right, from which you can buy online product, or you can ask for this required services, right? And it builds and maintains a customer relationship. Now the sales promotion tools plays a very important role. What are the sales promotion tools? Like sales promotion tools is the consumer, that it could be the consumer oriented and the trade oriented, and both are very important in rural marketing. In consumer oriented, events plays a very important role, because normally the rural people participates in various type of the events, and when you promote your product in those events, or when you conduct these type of events, it will create a favorable image in the minds of the customer, and it could increase the sales. Then the loyalty program plays an important role. If someone has purchased your product or is loyal customer, and if you are giving them some rebates or gifts or something, then it plays a very important role in the rural market. Then the bonus packs, right? Bonus packs plays an important role. If I get something along with something, right, that is the bonus pack plays an important role. That at the cost of one, if something extra has been given to the consumer, then it plays a very important role. Refunds or rebates plays an important role, right? If to for the rural consumers, if something is available at rebatable prices, or if some refund is there by purchasing the product, it plays an important role. Contest and the sweepstakes, that the if you are if there are certain contests, if you are conducting an event where people can participate and will get a gift, if they will contest in that and will get the gift, it plays an important role. Then the premiums or the samples or the coupons, these are the important sales promotion tools. Coupons, that they can use those coupons anytime to purchase the thing, and this makes the people feel like that specifically the rural people, it creates an image in the minds of the rural consumers, right? And the trade oriented could be, right, corporate advertising, right? That is when you advertise, that is B2B. Corporate advertising means B2B types of the advertising. Then the trade shows plays an important role when where you can display your product and trader can purchase the product. Training program, when you conduct the training program for your suppliers, it plays an important role. POP display, right? Or trade allowances, when you give some allowances to the traders, right? Or some benefits to the traders, right? So this sales promotion tools plays an important role in the rural marketing. If you are allowing some type of the allowances to to the traders in the rural market, they will be ready to keep your product and to sell off your product in the market. In the rural marketing, training programs plays an important role. If you train the traders how to sell the product or what are the benefits of the product, it plays a very important roles, right? Sales promotions, there are the various uses of the sales promotions, like it introduces, like in sales promotion, it introduces the new product or get existing customer to buy more. That is sales promotion. When you go, sales promotion could be like when you want to introduce a new product in the rural market, specifically in the rural market, sales promotion plays an important role, and you can get the existing customer to buy more product or new product, right? And you can attract existing customer as well as you can attract the new customer through the sales promotions, right? And maintain the sales in off season, and this sales promotion plays an important role in the off season when you are providing the various type of the benefits, and it increases the retail inventories. Tie in advertising and personal selling, right? So there could be, it could be through advertisement or through the personal selling. It enhances the sales promotion, enhances the personal selling, and it's combat the competition. It is very important in combating the promotions, right? See, there is a difference between the advertising and the publicity. What is the difference between the advertising and publicity? Like control. In advertising, you have a greater control, while in publicity, you have a little control. Credibility of advertising is lower, and publicity is higher, right? And reach is in advertising is measurable, and publicity is undetermined. Frequency is scheduled, and publicity is uncontrollable, and cost is high, and in publicity it is low and unspecified. So this mass media plays, this publicity plays an important role in rural marketing, right? And specifically, if it is there could be the various method to publicize your product rather than the advertising. No doubt advertising plays, mass media plays an important role, but more than that, publicity plays an important role, because the publicity you have a little control. It could be favorable or it could go unfavorable. The credibility is higher in the rural areas, right? Because the rural people feel like, if you are publicizing your product, and if there is point to point, if you are conveying, there is a word of mouth publicity, it has a higher credibility in, specifically in rural marketing. And reach is undetermined, but frequency is uncontrollable, and cost is low and unspecified. That the cost of publicity would be low and frequency is uncontrollable. It could spread like anything, right? Whether favorable or unfavorable. Flexibility is low and timing is tentative, right? The flexibility of advertisement is high, while the publicity is low. That is, it is not that flexible, but timing is tentative, right? Publicity features, on what basis you can publicize your product in this, that is the through interviews, through special events, press conferences, news releases. All these don't play a very important role in this rural marketing. But again, this special event for sponsorship, like in special event sponsorship plays a very important role in publicity, that you that when the organization conducts these special events and provides some sponsorships, it creates an image or public relationship, right? Like your community activities, like community activities in rural marketing plays a very important role in public relationship, right? And then the public affairs activities, when you participate in the public affair activities, it plays a very important role, right? It is very important the target audience, right? IMC audience and the contact tool, right? Target audience is like print, they you can contact your target audience through print media, through public relations. Print media plays an important role in the rural marketing, no doubt. The public relationship plays an important role in rural marketing. Interactive marketing or interactive tool plays an important role in the rural marketing. Direct marketing plays a very important role. We discussed about the sales promotion, various types of sales promotion activities plays an important role. The product placement plays an important role. Events and sponsorship plays an important role in the rural marketing when you conduct the special types of the events and the sponsorship. Word of mouth plays an important role. Point of purchase, that is display packaging, plays an important role in rural marketing. Personal selling, no doubt, is important, and out of home media or broadcast media like TV and radio plays an important role. So all these tools plays an important role in rural marketing, right? A marketing plan requires many steps, like a detailed situation. It is required that you should have a detailed situational analysis, right? Specific marketing objective should be there, a marketing strategy and program, and then the implementation of strategy and monitoring and evaluating the performance. There are certain challenges of IMC in rural India. What are the challenges of IMC? Like distribution and logistic is a challenge because of the lack of infrastructure. Pricing or disposable income is a challenge because at times we discussed about the pricing, because of the disposable income, or because of the uh, seasonal income, the pricing becomes difficult. Scaling across geographies is really a challenge, because that is, rural market is a scattered type of a market, and developing inorganic scale is difficult. Like there will be the seasonal scale because of the seasonal income. Payment collection is a challenge because you have to give, if you and rural marketing, the credit facility plays an important role, and at times payment collection becomes an important challenge, right? Social and the cultural challenges, there are certain social and the cultural challenges related to specific type of a product, and the low literacy rate is again a challenge, right? Like other type of challenges are the duplicate products are there, right? Low penetration of the media channels, like and the high initial investments are required. And there are many more challenges, like small retailers to carry out stock without adequate credit facility, right? And wholesale and network dealer problem, that people don't want to put in more money. Market research is a problem. People are not ready to tell their things. Price sensitivity or low brand awareness. People are sensitive about the brand, about the prices, and they are not aware about the brand. Highly dispersed, populated market, and banking and the credit problems are other type of the problems, right? So today we discussed about the pricing strategies and integrated marketing, communication in rural market, and the challenges associated with the rural marketing, right? That's all for today. Thank you very much. Namaskar.